Namaste and welcome back. This is Yashodhara Singh and you're watching my channel on YouTube. Today we have a very valuable discussion. It is probably one of the most favorites that I have done so far and recorded so far. It is titled An Extant Emotion. So many emotions are nearing extinct that it is tough to pick out the one we seem to be losing faster. It's almost like, sand sifting through your fingers. You will have about 10 in your hand and I will have about 10. So together we have about 20 emotions that we are losing really, really fast. Imagine if each of us came up with even one emotion that we're losing. How many of these emotions would we have lost by the time we actually get to count them? Not just that. Imagine if you can never retrieve them or get them back. Humane. Do you know what that means? Are you human? Are you humane? Are you a human who is humane? This is not wordplay, ladies and gentlemen. I'm asking you a straight, simple, honest, and forward question. Humane is an emotion. Sometimes, when ambition takes over our senses, when we are so blinded by what we need to achieve because we put so much of heart and soul and effort into it, we lose sight of what really matters. To aim high, you need to ensure you accidentally don't step on anyone else's toes. If you reach your target, if you have an aim, if you are ambitious about something, don't let it blind you to the point that you find it okay to step on someone's toes. And if you really want to aim high, then getting where you want to be without stepping on anyone's toes, that is called actually achieving or attaining something. In an office, a fax message was received in the morning and a lady, we're going to call her X, receives the fax message and reads it and figures it out that it is something that could get another employee, an acquaintance in the same firm, let's name that lady Y, into a lot of trouble. X had the choice of letting Y fall prey to a mistake that could have caused her to lose everything. X goes ahead and forewarns her. She becomes known or labeled as Nosy Parker. Why did you read my fax message? Who asked you to read it? What authority did you have to read it? Right? Y goes ahead that path that causes her eventual downfall. So that is one example for you. There is a kennel owner in the south of India, and I have had the pleasure to meet the owner and the family. They have kennels. I'm not very familiar with how it is abroad, but in India, breeders and kennel owners, they're all registered and they all actually make bags of money, and they are pet lovers. That is how it all starts. So I went, as you all know, I have a lab called Duke, who's a handful, and I had to travel, so I had to leave Duke in this kennel. And when I went and I saw, it was a very nicely managed kennel by the entire family, and I saw a section, I'll never forget that, because there was a man who was sitting holding on to the collar of a Great Dane, and he was feeding him, and the canine was eating. So it looked nice, looked very sweet, and I find out later that he is one of 14 dogs that were not taken back once they were left in the kennel for a period of time by their owners. I have not, I cannot, and I will not ever come to terms with the extent, the amount of pain and the feeling of abandonment they must have felt. But that is another example for you.